The field was set. Summerslam, tribal combat for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. The tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns, facing off against his right-hand man, the man that he made into main event, Jey Uso, for the championship. And the fact of the matter is, nobody would have batted an eye if Jey Uso walked out with the title that night, especially how that match came to be. Because they pretty much, and this is just my viewpoint, that they did a similar way of booking his potential championship win against Roman Reigns, just like Cody had at WrestleMania. The difference was Solo Sikoa interfered back then, and in this case, we had the shocking revelation that Jey Uso's twin brother, former tag team partner, who he's won multiple tag team championships, one of the best tag teams in WWE history, hands down. Nobody can deny that. Jimmy Uso cost Jey Uso the match, the championship, and the position and the role of tribal chief. And the question being is, why? Why did he cost his own twin brother the match? That they, for the most part, at least storyline-wise, character development-wise, they've both been waiting for it for a while now. Since even before Money in the Bank. Hell, since 2-3 years ago when Roman Reigns first beat Jey Uso into becoming the right-hand man. When Roman Reigns first got Jimmy Uso, tortured him to have him join the bloodline. And at least in storyline purposes, we'll just have to wait until SmackDown. We'll have to wait for his explanation. Because for the most part, there should be an explanation as to why Jimmy did what he did. Now, if you take away kayfabe, it's pretty clear. They've said it in an interview. Jimmy and Jey Uso want to have a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. With that being said, that leads me to believe that we are about to get a similar storyline between Jimmy and Jey Uso that's going to stretch from this upcoming Friday SmackDown all the way to next year's WrestleMania in Philadelphia. Much like we had Undertaker and Kane back in 97, back in 98 when Kane first made his debut in Hell in a Cell, and The Undertaker did not agree, did not want to fight his own brother on pay-per-view until he finally gave in and agreed to a match at WrestleMania. I believe that is a story, that is the format that they're about to go down towards between the Usos heading into WrestleMania. Now again, the Usos, far from it, they're not the Brothers of Destruction. They don't have that singles potential right now, at least not character-wise. And whilst many fans might be thinking, well, you could have had, just like they could have had Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and then have Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar for the title, they could have done the exact same thing here. They could have had Jey Uso win the championship, become tribal chief, and then have Jimmy Uso come in and throw his wrench into this entire problem and have him challenge for the WWE Championship, or the Undisputed Universal Championship in this case. The problem with that is Jimmy Uso is nowhere near being capable of being a legitimate threat to any singles championship at this point. Because this very same argument I had in the back of my head as a fan back in 2009. Jeff Hardy was WWE champion. Why did Matt Hardy cost him the title? Why not help him retain against Edge, get rid of Edge? Matt Hardy then turns on Jeff, and then we get Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy for the title at WrestleMania. Brother versus brother championship on the line. Problem back then, Matt Hardy was nowhere near ready for the title picture. The same thing here with Jimmy Uso. It is what it is. That's just the reality of things. Jimmy Uso is not a singles competitor. He is not a viable singles championship contender. Not even for the U.S. title at this point. He hasn't been built up that way. Jey Uso has for the past 3 years. Not Jimmy. And again, a lot of fans are saying that, well, once again, Roman Reigns retains. Once again, he has helped to retain. Once again, Reigns continues his reign of terror as undisputed Universal Champion. What do you expect? He's a heel. Much like Edge was back in 06, 07, 08, 2009. He kept on retaining, and I get it. I was just a fan back then. And I kept getting pissed off at Edge, so I get it. But now, I'm able to understand that there's kayfabe involved. There's people booking that shit. There's people writing these stories. And I tend to believe that they have an end goal with their stories. They have a finish line with their stories. And WrestleMania against Cody, that wasn't the end. SummerSlam against Jey Uso, that wasn't the end. As simple as that. And the reason for me that people get mad at these kinds of booking decisions is because they know who's booking them. They know it's creative. They know there's somebody in the back making these decisions. And in their mind, they're feeling victimized because, oh, we want this, but you're not giving me this. You're choosing not to give me this when you can easily give me this. And the problem is, that's not how life works. If they give you everything you want, you don't value it. As simple as that. Plus, we're building to an even bigger moment. Hopefully. That's what they're shooting for. A big moment. If that championship changed hands, hell, it could have changed hands against Drew McIntyre, against Sami Zayn, against Cody Rhodes. They would have all been big moments. Could have been against Jey Uso. They would have all been big moments. Which one do you choose? The first one, Drew, Sami, he was extremely over. It's just a matter of what do you want? Do you want the end result, just the fact that, oh, that happened, or do you want a multitude of great moments, a multitude of great matches, a multitude of great memories? And that's what Roman Reigns, as Tribal Chief, as champion for the past 3+ years, has been able to deliver at this point, which is why he remains champion, which is why he remains the face of the company. But there will come a time where he's not. There will come a time when he's not. And, you'll just have to, for the most part, you'll just have to stick around. And just, when it happens, you'll be as happy as possible. Just don't look towards the past. At all. Don't dwell on the past. Oh, like this could have happened and this would have been a tremendous decision. Shut up. Enjoy the moment. Be entertained. Move on. We'll just have to wait and see what transpires and the rest of the feuds and the rest of the rivalries. But as far as the main event went, to me it was a complete success. SummerSlam, Ford Field, packed house. The crowd at the palm of their hands. And a shocking betrayal to top it all off to get people to tune in to SmackDown this upcoming Friday night. What more do you want? It's entertainment. It's story. My advice, take it like a sports team fan. Your sports team, whether it be NFL, NBA, MLS, whatever, soccer, whatever, they don't win all the time. They lose. Most of the time, sometimes. And you're not bitching, moaning, and complaining about the fact that somebody booked them to lose. No, you take the loss, you move on to the next game. That's what you do as a fan, in my opinion, of sports entertainment. But again, those are my thoughts. As far as Tribal Combat goes, as far as the booking decision goes, and as far as the future plans for the Bloodline, which, again, it is far from over, because now we're leading to one very, very near conclusion amongst the stablemates between Reigns and Solo Sikoa. That won't last forever. And I'm looking forward to that as well. Just as much as Jey and Jimmy Uso brotherly feud and all the I'm missing the word right now. All the the conflicting mannerisms that Jey Uso will be able to portray on TV towards his brother, towards his twin. So with that said, those are my thoughts as far as the main event of SummerSlam went. Tribal Combat, fantastic show all around SummerSlam. Entertaining as hell, 4 hours. Love the show. And over the next few videos, over the next week, we're going to be talking about the rest of the big decisions made at the biggest party of the summer. So with that said, what are your thoughts on Tribal Combat at SummerSlam? What are your thoughts on the pay-per-view itself? Leave it in the comment section below. In the meantime, tune in later on tonight to the USA Network for another episode of Monday Night Raw, all the fallout from SummerSlam on the Raw side of things. With that said, I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.